In this instructional video, we're going to take a look at drawing a simple isometric house. We'll talk about proportion and scale. For this practice, you will need to have a template sheet, a straight edge, a pencil, an eraser, and some isometric paper. In this practice, what we need to be aware of is the fact that the scale is 1 unit equals 2 feet. So if I'm looking at the door, for example, if I'm going up 1 unit, that's 2 feet. So if I'm going up 1, 2, 3, 4, this equals an 8-foot door, which is pretty close to the standard for houses. So that gives us a little bit of perspective for what size we're working with. And again, the same thing for the garage door. If you're looking at this, again, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's making this a 10-foot garage door opening. So that gives us a little bit of a scale and proportion for what we're working for with this house. So again, for this practice drawing that we're going to be working on, again, we've established the fact that this door height is 8 feet, and also that its width is going to be 2 cubes, so that's going to make it 4 foot wide. The total width of the house is 10, so that makes it 20 feet across the front of the house. So to start laying out, make sure you give yourself some room to be working with. So I'm going to have my first starting point there. And then I need to put my door in the front of the house. So I'm just going to, move over a couple and then draw my, again, sketch in here what I want my door to be. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to give me the height of my front door. So that's going to be the door. And then I need to think about, okay, so how high should my house be? And as I'm thinking about it, we already said we wanted this to be 20 foot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's going to be the front corner of my house. Now to continue working, to go across the front of the house, again, I have 10 or 20 feet across. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's going to go right across to there. Gives me my front. And then I'm going to go up my same 20. And if I'm using my grid, I can see that that's going to go right to there. So I don't have to count that. And I can use my straight edge to help me draw and align these surfaces up. So this is giving me the width of my house. Now we're going to work a little bit on the depth of the house, and to get back to my garage corner point here, I need to go back 4 squares or 8 feet. Remembering that every cube is going to give us 2 feet. And then my garage is going to be a little smaller than the total height of my house. So let's say we're going to draw that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 14 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so my garage width, we already figured out the height of the door, but we need the width now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this means that the width of my garage is going to be 16 feet. And then I'm going to go up again because I have this measurement already done here. If I follow my grid, it saves me the counting. And then my door is going to fit inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you want to, you can add some, areas in here that might show some windows, or maybe this could be where the garage door bends to go up. Give it a little bit of characteristic to help give this some depth and proportion in our drawing. Okay, so to keep my garage in proportion and scale, it's going back 16 feet or 8 grids. And then again, I have my point here that gives me, I'm using my grids so I don't have to count it. And that gives me the side of the garage. So to figure out where the peak of my garage roof is going to be, again, we're looking at our dimensions here, and we said this was 16 feet back. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 feet. And then we're going to go up 1, 2, 3. So from our center point, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to go up 3. And then this is where our peak is going to come from for our garage roof. Now this is just a scaling line to help you identify it. So after you get that drawn in, you can erase it if you would like to. We now need to continue with the depth of our house, and we're going to do it at 24 feet or 12 grids. And now we have some location as to where that wall is going to be. So we can now drop back our roof that's going to go right over to the side of the house. And then this is just going to come down and meet. And that gives us the edge of the garage. The back of our house is going to come down to the back side of the roof. So I drew in the back corner of the house, but I forgot to draw the back edge of the roof, so I need to make a correction. What I'm going to do is erase this line, and then I have to figure out how far does my roof come back. So I have to draw that in and then put in the slope for the top of my roof. And then draw the back corner of the house. So it looks like that. Now I have the back edge to my roof. Think about the construction of our house, keeping everything in proportion. We had our front of our house being 20 feet wide, and now we want to center our roof to the center of the house. So if I had 10 squares, I need to go over 5, and then to make a nice peak, I'm going to go up 5. So here I am. I went over 5, up 5, and now I have to drop in those angles for my roof peak. And again, how high you want that roof and the angle of it is up to you when you're designing your own design for your dream house. Okay, so there we have our basic roof, and again, from the back corner, I went up my 5 and over 5, and that gave me the point as I was drawing my depth back for the roof. Now, to decorate or work on the front of the house to put the windows in, that is your design, what you'd like to do with it. If you want to use the standard design that is on the template, that's fine. If you want to do your own creation, that's up to you. Up the project, I took the simple template design, added a little bit to it, created my own house, and added some colors. So enjoy the project of the simple house design.